So, hey, Rob Buffalo, Blueline. Blueline is a Central Florida and South Florida corporately based voice and data provider. We're about a dozen years old. Our NOC and most of our folks are in Sanford, Florida, so we're proud to be part of this community. And we also have some facilities and offices down in South Florida. I happen to live down in, or up in Delray, as it were. National provider, nationwide in scope, but one of the things we're actually very focused on is a deep relationship with TCG sales leadership and sales partners. And so, every flavor of voice and data, any kind of internet, private, public, UCaaS, CCaaS, SIP. And, at this point in 2021, I think there's a lot of great, stable, feature-rich platforms out there, and we're one of them. And so where we really begin to shine is we're not looking past the TCG partner to the end user client. You are our client, and we are going to empower you and enable you and make sure you're a big part of everything we're delivering to really unlock your value to the end users we share with you. And that's kind of, I'm also quite proud to say, especially with Dan sitting in the back of the room, I started doing this when I was 20. I am 52, and I had been in business with TCG the whole time. When I was 20 years old, my first day in the business, my father was in business with TCG, so I take a lot of pride in being up on this stage, and that will reflect itself in the way I treat TCG partners.
Oh, that is awesome, and we appreciate the free plug on that, by the way.
Absolutely.
Although maybe Dan might give you
I don't know if Dan was alive, but...
But no, in all seriousness, I mean, Blueline's been around a while, and always something you thought of from a South Florida perspective. But you guys are now nationwide as well, right?
Yes, we are nationwide. We've got a lot of, multi-location clients. That stems from a no service left behind, no bill left behind. We have a mix of true wholesale partnerships where we can buy something wholesale and bill it, but we will also take any invoice for any service, bring it in-house, and bundle it with the rest of their bill. And I think the thing that may make us the most unique is, so Blueline was really formed and started by some ex-agents who were frustrated with their experience with voice and data providers. So one of the things we do that I think is kind of unique, I probably should have let you set me up for this, but if we are providing voice services, anything internet enabled, even if the internet is not provided by us, the folks in the Blueline NOC, not only will we not point fingers if there's an internet issue, we will take care of it. We will open the trouble ticket with a Comcast, a Spectrum, an AT&T. We will take that internet like as if it's our own, like we did sell it with you, and we will open the trouble ticket, report on it, resolve it. So it couldn't be a bigger difference than finger pointing. And matter of fact, even if we don't provide the internet, we consider an issue to be ours because we're providing any service to your client.
And I think that's a good point. You're not just a UCaaS provider. You provide a lot of the services you listed earlier, so you can help mitigate a lot of those concerns, a lot of the issues that come up. You can kind of step in the customer's behalf and help engage and make sure they get the service that they require. So
yeah, I mean, we're doing SIP-enabled PRIs. We're doing some amount of TDM PRIs if someone bullies me into it. We're doing UCaaS and CCaaS, and we do a bundling of POTS lines, and certainly UCaaS is what we were formed as, and we have tens of thousands of seats, and we have a huge passion for that. But there's kind of a joke that if you go to a cocktail party on a Friday night and you speak to 3 business owners and you say, what's most important to you, fast, reliable internet or fancy phone service, you're probably going to go 2 out of 3 saying the fast, reliable internet. So we love UCaaS and we're great at it, but we're not leaving the internet behind. And even if the internet is provided by someone else, we will still care for that internet in our NOC. The other thing is we really focus on white glove, and our description of white glove is site survey, white glove install. We feed your client lunch during the install on behalf of you. We call that Blue Bites, right? So we're bringing in food during the white glove install. And then, as I said, we're serving every voice and data product they have, even if some of them were sold by you, but not on behalf of Blueline. So when we say white glove, we really mean it.
Yeah, and I will say, put that to the test yesterday. I don't know if they're doing it today or not, but did see some folks dressed up in tuxes and white gloves and that kind of stuff. in our booth. So if you didn't see that, definitely drop by the TCG booth and check out Blueline there. But last but not least, I mean, we talked about UCaaS a little bit, but maybe spend 30 seconds. I know we're running short on time, but maybe spend 30 seconds on why Blueline from a UCaaS perspective.
Sure. So,
and what to think about from, if I've got a UCaaS opportunity, why go Blueline then?
So a couple things, we are geographically diverse and redundant, so we've got a very reliable network. But what I would say is, and I love 500-seat customers, 1,000-seat customers. Some of we, at a prior company, we did a 6,000-seat customer. But we will treat a 10, 20, 30-seat customer the way some of the bigger guys treat a 1,000-seat customer. You work with us on a 20-seat customer, and you're not going to believe how well they're treated. So, if you have clients that, the person with 10 phones doesn't think they're unimportant. Their 10 phones in their travel agency are just as important to them as the person with 1,000 phones. So if you're really looking to have a 10 or 20 or 30 or 50-seat customer treated with true white glove, engage us. If you want to bring them every service, UCaaS, but with managed, primary WAN, perhaps failover to a wireless connection, get an email when they do failover. I'm going to admit it's not as robust as Erica's, but we use PepLink, so we have a Speed Fusion SD-WAN that can do a light version. I don't compete with you on anything. I learned years ago, Erica. But if you need a little less than what she's doing, the Speed Fusion SD-WAN and our PepLink can help you manage the failovers and the notifications. So it's a true white glove for any size customer. Doesn't mean we won't take a big one, but I'm really focused on TCG partners. So when you sell a 10-seat customer, I'm like, well, that's great. A TCG partner sold a 10-seat customer. That's how I look at it, because I've been in business with TCG literally in my entire career.
Cool. Well, give it up for Robert Buffa and the Blueline team. I know several of them are out here in the audience as well. So.